This week at High Peak, we get handed the keys to a brand new £84,000 car and manage to destroy the wheels in about 3 minutes. Not our finest moment. Then we finally take my Range Rover to get the windscreen replaced and wait until you hear how much the bill came to. And then to finish things off, we're back at the dealership to check out some fresh arrivals and restock the forecourt. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome back to more High Peak. Well, we've got quite a busy day today and I'm already stressed. I've been here for a couple of hours just doing some admin, paying people, emailing people, replying to emails, setting up insurance policies, all sorts of stuff. I'm kind of on with it now, but like I say, I'm a little bit stressed. There's still loads to do as well. I've got to take my Range Rover for a new windscreen. Finally got that booked in. And also, we've just had delivered a brand new demo car, which we've got for the next 7 days, which I'll do a video with probably in a few days' time once I've driven it and got used to it. I won't say what that car is just yet because you'll see it in a second. I haven't actually seen it yet. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen one before in my life. So I'm quite excited. In addition to that, we've got to go to the valeters and pick up a couple. We're going to go down to my mechanics and pick up a couple. I need to go to the garage and just check on the forecourt and stuff. We've had quite a busy weekend, so there'll be stuff to do there. So yeah, we may as well crack on with it, haven't we? I've hidden away in my office for too long, so better go and face the music. Well, that's quite a good looking car, isn't it? What this is a Genesis G80. I know what I'm doing, don't I? It's a Genesis G80, so I assume this is sort of like a 5 Series or Mercedes E-Class rival. A large saloon is what it is. This particular one's an EV, but I think they do it as a petrol as well. I think. I haven't done my research yet. That's weird. You've got this weird sort of, it's almost like an LPG. I know it's not LPG, but it's almost like an LPG tank or something. I guess it's battery related, I don't know. It's quite a good looking car though. I like the wheels. Oh, look at the screens in the back. This is cool. Very nice. Genesis, by the way, do some of the nicest car interiors on the market. Every single one we've had quite a few, I've been quite impressed with. The blinds there. So I've got this for the next 7 days, which is perfect actually, because my car's booked in for a new windscreen, so I'll be without it for 2 days. This is a nice interior though. Quite impressed with this. I don't know how much this one is. Like I say, I need to read through my emails and check the spec. But because it's a EV, I imagine it's about £1 million. Very nice though. Right, first thing then, we need to go and take my... Very fancy. We need to take my Range Rover to my mate Gavin at Autoglass in Stockport for a new windscreen. Why is it beeping? Right, I've already got a headache. This isn't helping. We need to go and drop my Range Rover off in Stockport. We'll do that next. So we'll give the Genesis a run out. Look at those indicators, that's cool. See that? Oh, yeah. Quite like that. Looks kind of Bentley-esque. I hadn't actually thought this through. I thought I'd be in the Genesis now, but of course I've got to get the Range Rover for its new windscreen. So I'm in the Range Rover, taking it to Autoglass in Stockport. We're about 10 minutes away. You might remember the story with this, because I mentioned it in, I don't know, a day in the life video a few weeks ago, but I've been meaning to get it done, I just haven't got around to it. I got several quotes, then I just thought, you know what, I'll just book it in with Autoglass. I've had to pay the excess and the VAT, so I've paid something like £700 out, but still, it's better than it. Well, I think the price for the new one was something like £1,400 or something, so it's saved me half of that, hasn't it? Anyway, let's hope it doesn't happen again. Once we've dropped this off, I'll hop in the Genesis and give that a drive and see what it's like, and then crack on with the rest of my jobs. I've also got a Porsche Boxster at Prestige Wheels. I need to give them a call actually and see if it's ready. Anyway then, we'll pick this up when we get there. See you in a bit. I don't know why this is beeping at me. Well, we're not far away now. I can see the industrial estate up ahead, so we're only seconds away now. I'll be glad to get this sorted. This crack it's doubled in size since we last spoke. It's been really annoying me. Oh, I hate these things. Oh, I'm going to ruin my wheels, aren't I? I'm just doing this. I'm just going to close my eyes and hope for the best, I think. Painful. This might be the last car we get from Genesis as well.
Yeah.
when we've curbed 4 wheels. Don't see. I think this might be the wrong turning, you know, because I haven't seen a single sign for it. Right, I was wrong. This is the right place. I need to grab a few bits out of this car then and take my key into them. And then we can do a little test review of the Genesis, which I'm quite excited for, even though the wheels are all curbed now.
I'm so sorry to do this to you, but...
Hi, John.
Yeah. Why did you say that?
Didn't quite make it through that little gap unscathed. I've scraped the wheel.
Have you? It's unavoidable though.
I know, but that hurt.
Unlucky, dude.
I think I was alright. I think it's in it.
One part of the review is there's little black corners on the 360 cam.
Oh,
Quite bad.
oh yeah. It's horrible section of road though.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, don't worry.
Sorry to throw a camera in your face during that as well, but... Unlucky, man.
As soon as I saw Matt slow down, I went, oh no. 3 minutes in a new car, it's not the best test for it, is it?
Oh, no, mate.
I did think about reversing and finding another way around.
Yeah. Yeah, we should have both done it.
Well, the Range Rover's dropped off. That'll be ready tomorrow. So now we need to head back to the garage, and I've got my first drive with the Genesis. Steering's heavier than I was expecting.
Yeah, it's all a bit weighty.
Yeah. It's nice and smooth though.
You're going to show us an alternative way.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking that. Because it's near the wheel place, and you can actually...
It's a good place for the wheel place to be.
Yeah, I know. Well, there's a, you know what, in the wheel place, in the wheel place's office, there's a sign on the wall there that says, "Don't turn right when you come out at the end of our street."
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm going to do? Wimp out of it.
What?
You know what? After driving my car with the old Jag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, it is cool. That is cool, actually. You have to drive my car with rear wheel steering. Everything just seems to have a terrible turning circle. There's no boost button on this, is there?
No. There is a sport mode.
Is there?
Press it once to go to the
Oh yeah, come on. Oh, that's quick. That is quick.
Very fast. Just got a chiropractic adjustment on the side of the seat there.
That's a big difference though between regular mode and sport.
Yeah.
Nice relaxing car though. Where's my 230 miles range then on 3/4 of a tank. So you're talking like 250. That's pretty good, isn't it?
It's not bad. Well, this is cool. Got a wireless charger and everything.
That's clever.
Oh, hello. Rear blind.
Oh shit. See, the trouble is when you concentrate on the rear blind instead of the Yaris in front, you can end up making contact with the Yaris in front.
I wouldn't have felt so bad about the wheel.
Well, I've just pulled up at work and I've got 3/4 of a tank of electricity, so I thought I may as well stick it on charge. But I've got a slight problem. I don't know where the electric fuel door flap thing is. Genuinely puzzled now. Don't you just love EVs? It's not there like a Nissan Leaf, is it? Or is it? No, maybe not. Am I being stupid here? There's also no button either. You know, you press the button on other EVs and something pops open, but how do I put power from that to this? Do you know?
Yeah, I know where it is. I might put like a little hot cold meter.
We're testing the build quality here as well, aren't we? Because I'm just running around this car now like something from Benny Hill. Oh, is it that? Well, that's not very clever, is it? Right, found it. We can cut this bit out so I don't look like a complete moron. Right, then we're going to stick this on charge and then we'll see what's going on in the garage. Right, done. That wasn't hard, was it? I may as well show you actually while we're here. So I filmed with these the other day. I filmed the introduction parts of the video. I still need to do the work to them, but they both came in part exchange. So that's a 2009 318 DM Sport, which is quite a nice car actually. And then this one's quite rare. So it's the 2001 CLK 230 compressor. And it's done 105,000 miles or something, but I just think it's quite a classy old car really. Blue with a blue roof. I think it's an Elegance model. Now the Elegance was sort of middle of the road. I think they did a classic, Elegance, and then the Avant-Garde was the top spec. So I haven't had one of those for years and years. So I was quite excited about that. As I mentioned in the video, which will go live on the main page as soon as they're finished, they're not without their issues. There are a few little bits to do. This one, for example, needs a seat repair, so I need to get that to my upholsterers. Service, MOT, buff, new reg plates, standard stuff really. But yeah, I thought they were both quite interesting. I'm tempted to keep that one, I don't know why, but I am. Anyway, let's go and have a look on the forecourt then. A customer's just turned up and they want to sell the Kia Rio. So I'm gonna have a quick look around it, try and value it, and make them an offer.
There's not a mark on it.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Nice colour, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why we went for the colour.
Okay. Hello. You're right.
The wife, she'll come with it.
Yeah, right. Okay. What's the mileage?
It's 7. We're selling it come the beginning of next month, like
right.
the 7th
okay.
May, something like that.
Right, okay,
May.
okay. And it's done what, 7,000 miles?
It's always done 7,000 by time.
Yeah.
6,756 at the moment.
Right. And what were you hoping to get for it?
Round about 15 mark.
Right, okay.
It's got it's the semi-hybrid.
Okay.
Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, yeah. Yes, it's like a mild hybrid.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
There's no scuffs on the wheels.
No, it's nice.
Like
it's a GT line as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let me just see what it. Yeah. Let me just see what its trade price is. In all honesty, it's probably too new for us. Really, it's not sort of the stock we sell.
Right.
Generally, we sell sort of 5-year-old cars and older, maybe.
Yeah.
It's probably a little bit too new for us. Let me just do some research though, and make a few phone calls. And see if I can see the trade price is showing around 14.6, so it's a little bit lower than you were hoping for, but it's not a million miles away. Let me just make some phone calls and see if we can do something with it, because
but we need it until the 7th of May.
Yeah, right, okay.
Definitely need to.
Let's get another picture.
We've got to Thailand on the 9th of May.
Okay.
So good.
Oh, you're right. Wow. Oh, very good. Right, leave it with me then.
Yeah.
I've got those details. I'll call you back later then. Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to see you. Yeah, cheers.
Yeah.
Well, I've just had a quick look around the customer's car. He wants to sell it. He's moving abroad. It's a 2023 Kia Rio, which is probably a little bit too new for us. It's only a 2-year-old car. And as much as I'd love to sell cars like that, I've not had a great success rate. We tend to sell cars, between 5 and 10 years old. That's kind of my market. I know it quite well. Anything that's too new, I fear that I might have a load of money tied up in that for many months. So what I've said is I'm going to do some research and see if it's worth buying, basically. It's got a trade price of 14,600. He ideally wanted 15 grand for it. It's got a retail of like 16.5, 17k. So it would be worth doing it, on the face of it anyway. But then, yeah, I've been here many times before. Anything that we have too new, people just go straight to a main dealer and purchase it from them. That's more my market. A 10-year-old Kia Sportage, that's the sort of stuff that I would rather sell, because I know that it sells day in, day out. Something like that Kia Rio might stick with me. I said that I'd get back to him with the price anyway, so we'll take it from there. As you can see, that we've got plenty of space in the forecourt at the moment. That's because most of the cars are away being prepared. So this week I've had something like 22 cars serviced and MOT'd at my mechanics. Last week I went down to my mechanics with a full list of all the cars that were on the forecourt that hadn't been prepared yet. So I booked them all in. So we've been quite busy. My bill there this Friday is going to be monstrous. Anyway, she's just called me now to say that 3 are ready, so we're going to go and collect them. There's a Ford Fiesta, which is now sold, and it needed a new heater resistor. There's a Ford Transit Connect, you know, the little small one, and also there's an Audi A3 Saloon. So I'll bring them all back here, and then they're ready to go. In the case of the Fiesta, that's actually sold, so the customer's picking that up, I think, tomorrow. But the other 2 can stay here on display. We've got plenty of space for them at the moment. This next bit then is going to involve a lot of repetition. This is what I do day in, day out, just flying here, there and everywhere, picking up cars. So we're going to do several trips in the little trusty Igo down to my mechanics and get all these preps cars back on the pitch. But before we do, I just want to say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, Car Vertical. Now, before you hand over any cash for a used car or motorcycle, it's really important that you do a thorough vehicle history check first. Now, I always use Car Vertical because they just provide a really thorough check. It tells you whether the car's been stolen, written off, had a mileage rollback, or has outstanding finance on it. In addition to that, it shows you the ownership changes, the reg plate changes, the spec, the MOT history, and a whole lot more. I'll give you an example actually with our trusty Igo. Now, to look at it, apart from being filthy, there are no signs that it's been involved in an accident. But let me show you. This is really why doing a vehicle history check is so important, because you'd buy that and you give top money for it and then discover that it's, well, let me show you. So all you need to do is go to carvertical.com and type in the VIN or the reg. By the way, obviously we're here in the UK, but it works in 35 different countries. So we can type in Foxtrot Lima 64 Papa Uniform Kilo and then check vehicle. And what this does is it checks millions of databases. While this is loading, it only takes a few minutes. I may as well share my promo code with you. So if you'd like to save yourself 20% off each and every check that you do, make sure you use my promo code HIGHPEAK. That's HIGHPEAK, all one word, HIGHPEAK, for 20% off each and every check that you do. Right, and the check's done. So if we view the report, we can see here that it's never been clocked. There's no outstanding finance, which is fine, but there's a warning here for damage. It's never been stolen either. So if we scroll down to the damage record, this vehicle was marked as an insurance write-off. So it was a Cat D write-off back in 2014. So the average market price for such a vehicle is £5,000, but because it's a Cat D, it's obviously worth, well, significantly less than that. We've got the full timeline here of ownership changes, MOT history, all that sort of stuff. Like I say, you really don't know what you're buying without doing one of these checks first. Anyway, let's go down to my mechanics. Well, we're here then, and as always, my mechanic is very busy. Very busy indeed. I'll run in and get all the keys, and then we can start shuffling these back to the garage. That's my little Picanto that I bought the other day. That's quite good news. First of that newer shape Picanto, they always sell quite well. Right, be back in a second. My mechanic's got them all out on the road for me because there's just no space in her yard there, so they're all ready to go. That's one of them. So that had a service and MOT. That's only done like 17,000 miles. It's a little 1 litre petrol Transit Connect, so it's quite rare. And I quite like those. And that's the Fiesta in question. Now that's sold, so it was just down here for its heater resistor thing. It was only working on position 4, not 1, 2 or 3, so that's sorted. And the next one then is this 2018 Audi A3 Saloon. So it's a really cool car, that. I bought that from one of you guys actually, a YouTube viewer. So that is a 2 litre petrol automatic Quattro S-Line Black Edition. It's got the longest model name in the universe, hasn't it? But that's just had a service and MOT, so it's ready to go. We did have an inquiry on that last week. The guy had a Volkswagen Golf GTD in part exchange, and he seemed quite keen, but he's gone a bit quiet at the moment, so I don't know whether that's still on the boil or not. Anyway, we'll get it back to work, put it on the forecourt, and try and sell it. Same with the Transit. I suppose then, rather than waste any time, we better hit the road. I'm going to do this in order, so we'll start off with the Audi A3, then the Fiesta, then the Transit. Right, let's get on the road. I've just ordered, by the way, a load of these new price boards, but with the HIGHPEAK logo and stuff. So quite expensive, to be fair, but we've had those old ones for years. 700 quid. That's what the quote is. I haven't agreed to it yet.
Wow.
It's a really cool car, this, I think. So, like I say, it's a 2 litre turbocharged petrol engine, which is basically like the same engine you get in the TTS. It's that sort of engine. It's Quattro all-wheel drive, which is quite rare because most were just front-wheel drive. It's automatic, so it's got that S-tronic gearbox. You've got a virtual cockpit, heated seats. Yeah, it's the kind of car that I'd run around in myself, actually. I quite like it. And manual seats, obviously. I quite like the fact that it's the Black Edition S-Line because it looks quite sporty. Now, I was hoping, because this is quite a rare car, this particular spec is quite rare, and the fact that it's the saloon, not the hatch, I was hoping that it would sell quite quickly. And to be fair, we've only had it for sale for maybe, I don't know, a week, 10 days maybe. We've already had a very strong inquiry on it, so I think it'll sell. This, I think, it didn't sail through its MOT. I think it needed new brake discs and pads, I think. So at least I can sell it now with confidence because it's got 12 months MOT, we're not a single advisory item, fresh service, so it's ready to go to its new happy owner. That's one down. What else? For some reason the hazard lights are flashing on that C-Class, so I just need to nip in and see why that is. Right, let's go and get the rest then. Okay, well, round 2 then, we've got the little Fiesta. We'll take that back next. It is really repetitive, this job. It is just rinse and repeat. I couldn't put a figure on this, in fact I wouldn't like to know, but over the years I've spent hundreds if not thousands of hours doing this, picking up one car, moving it somewhere else, picking up another car, moving it somewhere else. That, unfortunately though, is just part of the job. These cars need to be transported, they need to be prepared, they need to be cleaned, serviced, wheels refurbished, all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot of logistics behind the scene. It isn't a case of just buying something, slapping a £2,000 margin on it and then parking it on the forecourt. If only it were that easy. Let me give you a little tour of this one then. Now, they're quite nice little cars, especially, well, I think this is Imperial Blue. So it's a really nice colour. It's the 1.25 petrol engine, which, although it's a little bit slow, it's probably the most reliable Fiesta engine. And of course, it's the facelift model, so it's got the Aston Martin style front grille. They're really good little cars, these. I think it's only a Z-Tech, so sort of middle of the road spec. But I often think, you know, if I wasn't interested in cars, I would just have something like this. Because you really can't go wrong. And also, if I had something like this, how much money would I have spare? I'd have no stress, no headaches. I'd just have so much more disposable income rather than running old thirsty V8s. But sadly though, I wasn't born that way. But yeah, no, they're really good cars, these. You know what's good about them as well? They've got that heated front screen thing, which I think Ford have the pattern on, so yeah, it's good in the winter. Anyway, let's get this one back to the garage. It's now sold, so I'm just gonna get it ready for its new owner without damaging it. Well, that's 2 done. Right, well, final car then, or van, should I say. And then we're pretty much done, actually. I was hoping that the little Polo would be ready as well, but that needs a new CV boot and brake discs and pads and stuff, so that won't be ready until tomorrow. Yeah, that's it really. Well, this one's probably less exciting. There's not much to tell you about this one, really. Only that it's quite a nice colour. And I thought it was a bit unusual, the fact that this was the 1 litre petrol rather than a diesel. And I don't know much about the Transit Connect, to be fair. Is it the Connect? What do they call it? Oh, a Courier. It's not even a Connect. Is that the new name for the Connect? Many years ago, my dad had the Transit Connect. I think I took it in parts exchange, actually, and then my dad was looking for a little van just to run around in, so he used that for ages, because they were quite a smart little van, really. And when I say smart, I mean, there's loads of, like, hidden storage compartments and stuff. Although they're only quite small, they're very, very useful. This one, of course, is the latest style. One thing I always found weird about the Transit Connect and the Transit Carrier, whatever this thing is it feels like you're sitting in a goldfish bowl. Like the windscreen is miles in front of you. Anyway, you soon get used to that. So this one didn't need any work at all. So it's had a service and MOT. And of course, when you service these little 1 litre Ford engines, you need to use the correct Ford oils and filters, otherwise they can break up the wet belt and then you're in for no end of pain and misery. But yeah, apart from that, it didn't need anything else. And of course, that's thanks to the fact it's only done 19,000 miles. So it's like new, really. We've had a couple of inquiries on this, but nothing concrete yet. We've had it in stock for probably a month, maybe 6 weeks. Longer than it should have been, really. But anyway, that's sometimes how it goes. I'll get this back to work then. The good thing about this actually is, as I've just been reminded by my board, is that there's no VAT on it. It was owned privately, so there's no VAT to pay. Anyway, let me go and get this back on the forecourt. Well, that's the last one for today then. Tomorrow we're going to have the Polo to pick up and various others. We've got a Honda Jazz that's just been dropped off down there. So there'll be lots to do tomorrow. In addition to that, I need to go and pick up my Range Rover from Autoglass and various other bits and pieces. I need to chase up Prestige wheels with my Porsche Boxster because that should be imminent, really. But yeah, that's the forecourt stock back up for now. Looks a bit better, doesn't it? It doesn't look like we're going under. So yeah, I think that's about it for today. I'll catch up with you later on. Well, I've just had a call from my mate Gavin at Autoglass and my car's finally ready, so I can't wait to go and pick it up. I've got to go and get it before 4:30 today, so I need to head down there next. And also, I'm trying to buy well, good news really, I'm trying to buy a Dacia Sandero.
Great news. What? The Dacia Sandero is almost here.
When?
Next year.
Great. Now, the Toyota Urban Cruiser.
I've sent several emails back and forth to the guy. He's only local, he's in the next town. So hopefully this afternoon I'll go and collect that. It's a 2015 Dacia Sandero and it's only done like 45,000 miles, so it's quite good stock. I quite like the Dacia brand. So yeah, I'm going to try and do that. But I think next we need to go get my Range Rover. As you probably noticed, we're back in the Genesis and I've been using it for about 2 days now. And, well, you'll have to wait for the full review, but it's a bit of a forgettable car, to be honest. It's quite unremarkable. It does everything really well, to be fair. It's just, I don't think it will be one of those that I miss. There are a few things that have started to irritate me as well. So for example, the gear selector, the rotary dial here, is exactly the same size and almost the same location as the dial to control the infotainment. So quite often I'll get reverse instead of radio 1, which is a bit annoying. And also the drive mode button, you can change between eco, sport, comfort, but it's in the wrong place. Why is it not closer to the gear lever? It's like the last place you'd look. Also the steering lock's not very good. I say steering lock, I mean, you know, when you put it on full lock, I mean the turning circle, that's what I'm trying to say. But apart from that, it's quite a nice quiet car, nice and easy to use. It's just a bit unremarkable really. That might all sound like I'm being really negative, but it's kind of my job to be. I'm trying to be, well, as picky as possible really. It's not a bad car. It's nice and smooth, nice and comfortable, nice and quiet. There's plenty of leg room in the back. So yeah, I haven't fully made up my mind yet. I haven't filmed the full review yet, so you'll have to wait and see. That's the area, scene of the accident. Right, well here we are then. Right, well I've already paid the excess. They sent me a payment link the other day, so that's been paid. So I just need to go and collect the key. So I'll see you in a sec. Well, there we go then. I've got a nice new windscreen. That's what £1,425 gets you. It's not the most exciting purchase I've ever made, I'll admit, but it should stop everyone commenting, shouldn't it? Did you know your windscreen's cracked? Yes, I know my windscreen's cracked. Anyway, we're sorted. I've not heard back from the Dacia Sandero man, so that might be something that features in another video at a later date. I would like to buy that though, so maybe I'll chase him again. But yeah, I think that's about it for this week's episode. So thank you once again for watching. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done already. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. I'll leave the links below. Yeah, cheers guys. See you next time.